everyone, welcome to my sewing studio here. The Sewcialite sewing studio. As you can see there, I have a little sign. And just take a look around for a minute, familiarize yourself, and I'll go through how I organize my space. And I use the term organize loosely because I am not the best. And my assistant is here, my lovely assistant Oliver. So let's start over there in the corner. We have here, this is a steamer, which I never use, and I should, but I have one with all of my lovely Joann's bags and sewing bags. And this is a light stand for when I do filming. And this is a lovely little stick for hemming that my husband made for me. Isn't that great? Look. So I can just, you know, use it to make sure that the hem is falling at the same level. So that's awesome. And coming over here, I have my two lovely little dress forms. I have this one, which is actually a, oh, I'm forgetting the name of where this one came from. I'll link it below, but let me take off this top. This is a top I'm working on. It's not quite done. I think it's PGM, PMG or PGM. Can't remember what the acronym is. That's this dress form, and it has collapsible shoulders. But you see this padding in here. I'm still working on trying to get it exactly to mimic my body shape, and I'm using the Fabulous Fit little padding system with it, so I'm working on getting that, but in the meantime it works just to put garments that I'm working on. And this one I've had for like 20 years from fashion school. It's come with me everywhere I've moved to. So she's wearing a skirt I just finished by Simplicity using a rayon I got from Joann, so sneak peek there. This is a great dress form. This was like, I don't know, $700. It's industrial grade. The measurements are not quite on par with mine, so it was easier to get a slightly smaller form and just pat her up to fit me. But this one is still great for other things, just like a skirt. Easy. So here we have my closet, and this is as organized as I get. Here, don't mind all the crap up there because I've got like styrofoam heads and printing paper and other stuff. But this is a wire rack. I got this. It has wheels so I can wheel it out. I got it from Amazon, and I keep all of my patterns here in just plastic bins I got for 99 cents from Target. I use my label maker to label what they are, and then I file them by pattern company, and I try to keep it in numerical order. So that's how I have all of my patterns. And then I have bigger ones, like the designer ones that don't fit. I have them in this little basket. These are like works in progress or used patterns or PDF patterns. Same thing here, but I think I'm like in the middle of these. I think. There's just so much going on. And you can come in here and see, I have this, I just put this little 3 shelf cube I got from Target as well, just to make use of the space between the racks. So on top, I have a bucket from Home Depot, which has like batting and polyfill and tracing paper and interfacing. And then these are small cotton pieces that are really great when making your own bias binding. I filed some more. These are basically like bigger, larger size remnant pieces filed in here. And then here is a big old tub of just boucle trim I got from LA, Michael Levine, so I just shoved it all in there. And these are bigger pieces of fabric that, and this is really cool. This is like cork with little gold flecks. So cute. I just got that. I've got some Swedish tracing paper with dots on it. That's great. Okay. Excuse me. We're going to go to this other side of my closet. Let me move out of the way here while I sit on my lounge. You want to come in here and take a look. So here I have more supplies. So I've got all my old Mood fabric swatch boxes, glue, grommets, plastic snaps. Here's a tub of like rib knitting and stuff for sweaters. I like to use these plastic storage bags for storing especially PDF patterns or works in progress, things like that. Here's some garments that I've made that I still have to finish something on or I don't wear or whatever. Here's some, this is a bit of a mess, but got grommet pliers, tracing paper, all my fasteners like hooks and eyes are in here. This fell the other day and I haven't finished organizing it, but all my bobbins are on the floor. So I have little plastic bins, zippers, bias binding and piping, glue guns, tapes. I have a basket here of ribbons. I have a little tub here of, these are like shoulder pads and then shoulder, I forgot the name of that, but they're for tailoring jackets. I have a tub of trims, another tub of trims down there. A tub of interfacing, elastic, Velcro, and boning. Machine accessories are in there. I have a tub of felt, ribbon, tulle, and some like glitter. This is a big tub of scraps, smaller remnants, and this is like my muslin. So when I do mock-ups, and then this is just like some donut fleece, because everybody needs donut fleece just hanging out. So that's my closet, and this finally is cleared off. Like this hasn't been cleared off for several months. This is for when I need to just lay back and get my little light and unpick a seam, or my husband's supposed to come visit me and lay back here and read his motorcycle magazines, which he hasn't been able to do because it's been a mess. So hopefully I'll be able to come see it. And then this is a poster from Victoria and Albert Museum, which is my favorite museum. It's in London. Last time I was there in September 2018, they had an exhibit called Fashioned from Nature, and it was all about, you know, sustainability and how fashion affects the environment and how we use materials from the environment to make clothes. So it was really cool. But yeah, this is awesome. I got this from Target and I love it. It's a little bit awkward sometimes, but it's great. And I have a little little throw rug I got, which kind of makes it cozy, but threads and needles get stuck in it all the time. This is my ring light, which I use when I do my swatch reviews. So put my camera there so you have some light. Here I have some newer sewing books I just got, which I did a video on. I have a basket of recent swatches, so when I do swatches, I put them in a bag and I label them, and then I have the corresponding article or booklet. I'm going to figure out how to file these. I'll probably get, oh god, assistant over there. I'll probably get a better filing system, but I just needed to make it out of the way. Just a picture of my cat, paws on my hands. Here are my sewing magazines, and on here we have, on the top shelf, are all my fashion and sewing books, which I have a lot, and below are all my books from grad school and school, which are neuroscience books, which are probably of no interest to you. Here, and this is the most important thing in my room, is my studio assistant's bed. He spends a lot of time here supervising me. I have baskets, just these baskets have office supplies, like, don't mind me, I'm in pharmaceuticals, we need to have special tape. And post-it notes, and same thing, office supplies. Okay, here's my ironing corner, which is another great perch for the assistant. He loves to sit here. I just recently, well, a couple months ago, bought this ironing board. It's an extra wide ironing board, and it is a little bit awkward in here, but it's great because if I'm sewing, I can just go right here and iron. It makes it super easy. If I need to iron a big piece of fabric out, I could just kind of remove it and do that, but don't mind this. I just have some new sewing feet from Romina here, which I'm super excited about. And I'll be doing a video on my favorite, my sewing feet at some point soon. So here I want to talk about what I keep at my ironing station. I have my ham, my sleeve roll. I forgot what this is. I think it's a seam press or something, and this is a clap. So after you iron, you're supposed to press the seam in there to help set. I have little remnants here. I use these to clean my iron. I have a water bottle, which is great because I have water to refill my iron. I have a spray bottle for iron. I have Best Press, which is amazing. And by the way, this ironing board was like $100, and for the longest time, it took me a while to justify it, but I'm so glad I did because it is so sturdy. And then I bought this extra cover on top of it, and it doesn't leave burn marks for the most part. And my iron, and it has an iron holder, and this does not burn. Like, it can stay on and it will not melt or anything. This iron is, it's a Rowenta, and it doesn't shut off, which I wanted because it sucks when you go to iron and it's shut off and you have to wait for it to heat up again. But you need to be careful that you turn, obviously, your iron off. You don't leave it on all the time. But I think I've solved that problem because I bought these little Wi-Fi adapters. So if I leave the house, I'm like, did I turn my iron off? I can go into the app and turn it off because it's connected to this adapter. And I'm going to go over that in my favorite sewing tools video, which I'm going to film hopefully later today. So it's worth investing in a good ironing board and a good iron. It took me the longest time to accept that, and as you can see here, and I made this little thing from a book. The importance of good pressing cannot be overemphasized. So press, I'm serious. It's totally worth your time. Here I have most of my threads on my thread racks, and I hung my bobbin case up, and this is one of my favorite features. I got this at an Ace Hardware during Christmas, and I adore it. Yes. I'm going to start here to my sewing station, which I propped up on my MacBook Pro box because I'm tired of hunching over and I needed to prop this up. And then I have this little doodad I got, so it's a little garbage can, so when I need to take the threads off, I put them in there. Some turning tools. This will be on my video on my favorites. Sewing tools, this will be too. A sleeve board is a wise investment. I highly recommend you get one of those. So yeah, not to keep jumping around, but my Bernina is a B330 awesome machine. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Expensive, but awesome. Up here, I have my, like a pegboard, but I got it from IKEA, and it's great quality. I love it because it comes with like you can buy these accessories that go with it, and it's amazing. So I have my scissors, measuring tools, rulers, marking pens, like the friction pens. I have seam gauges, other rulers. These are all my little scissors. I have, what is it? I forgot the name of that. More rotary cutters. I made myself a little chart, a cheat sheet on how to tell what needle is what, and I keep using needles that are not quite dull or ready to be replaced. I keep them there so then I can just refer to my chart and see what it is, because sometimes it's hard to remember. And going along over here, I've got this little box I got from Joann's, and I keep like seam basting tape, spare bobbins, chalk markers, hand needles, pens, oops, do not fall. And then I've got my seam rippers here, fray check, iron cleaner, basting glue, and then I've got my clips. Here's some accessories for my serger. So this is my new serger. I upgraded to the Imagine by Baby Lock, and let me tell you, it is quite worth the money. It is expensive, of course, but it just, the air threading and just the fact that you don't have to mess with the differential feed and all that other stuff because it just does it automatically, it's amazing. Excuse me. Oh, and then I have some scraps here so that when I need to test, you know, your stitches and make sure everything's good, I have them there. Keep that there. Then I have my cover stitch machine, which is a Janome Cover Pro 1000 CPX. I finally started using this like a month ago. Finally got the courage to get it going, and it is amazing, and I'm so glad I have it. And I have a couple accessories here that I need to put on it. Here's my old and my first, gosh, I'm blanking, serger, Brother 1034D, which is a great little machine, and I still have it. I'm supposed to give it to my cousin, but she likes to come here to sew because I have a dedicated space, so this guy might be living here still. And I reserved this corner because I work from home sometimes, so I have the extra screen. I'll set up my computer here, and then I'll work. And of course I have a printer for printing PDF patterns or stuff for work. And these are patterns that I'm planning to make. And I don't know what this is. It's a thing. And I'll talk to you about my posters in case you're curious. I got this at the Tate Modern, which is in London. It's a museum. I went to grad school in London. You may know that if you've been watching my videos, and I really liked this skyline. This I also got it in Bath in England, and this was at a fashion museum. I really love these little fashion plates. This is obviously a hot air balloon, and if you know anything about San Diego, we have a lot of hot air balloons flying over, especially in the Del Mar area, which is sort of near the beach, so I got that. That was cute. And this is an awesome vintage Vogue poster. So, and then this is a brain because I'm in neuroscience, so I have to have a stuffed brain. And then this is a cat with a fez. Random stuff. It's ridiculous. And then I have my cutting board, which I really need to be put there. Put there, and some other cutting boards. Here is my little carts. Like a little heart sticker. So I have extra thread here, and then this was my grandma's old thread case. Let's just open it up. It's kind of interesting, huh? So got some extra threads in there. And so this is where I keep all my needles because I like to try to use the right needle, the most appropriate needle for the fabric I'm working with. So I keep that there. This is an ironing cloth. Here's some starches and some canned air. And then this is my sewing basket, but I kind of just got odds and ends here. So just like whatever. Dental floss, because I really like to use the dental floss method to gather, I don't know, books for notes. Sewing labels, random pieces here. And this is my cutting table, and I love it because you could fold it down, though I never do. I just keep it like this, primarily. I've got some storage under here. This is a basket when my cousin comes to sew. This is all her stuff that she's planning to work on. I've got some machine covers. Hi, Ollie, say hi. So this is an excellent little table, and it does kind of wobble. The reviews before I bought it said it kind of wobbled. Not a big deal. It's still really sturdy. And I'm working on a dress shirt here, actually, and I'm using this book. And I have to have a magnetic pin holder because when I sweep up my floor, I go and I hover over the pile of little bits, and like, sure enough, there comes some needles out of it. Okay, most important section. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I'm just trying to get through this without being an hour long. This is my fabric storage. Don't get me wrong, I have other fabric in tubs in there and in the closet out there. It's a disaster. So I try to keep my fabrics like fabric, if that makes sense. Like I have here the tweeds and the boucles. Here I have denims, and here I have like kind of fancier fabrics. And here's my cottons. These are like my polyesters and my peach skins. And I have this. See, I mean, this is ridiculous. But this is my pile of planned makes, okay? Usually it sits on my chair, but I have to move it out of the way for the video. So here's all my crepe back satins. These are silks right here, except for this one. This one's just polyester. It's just hanging out there trying to be silk, but it's not. And these in the bags, these are expensive silk velvets and silk, really expensive silk fabric, so I keep them in their plastic. And this, God only knows what this is. I think these are lining fabrics. Yeah, special lining fabrics. I forget what I have, and that's so terrible. But I do. So I'm trying to sew this up, and so I'm not just a hoarder. So that's my plan. I need to take like a month sabbatical from work and just sew, but that's probably never gonna happen. So here is, I have this is from Simplicity. It's like silhouettes through 1943 up until 1970, I think. And I have my little light box with my little YouTube name, a book on display, and this is my bag from Liberty London, because I love Liberty, and anytime I go to London I go and buy fabric there, but I can only get 1 or 2 pieces because it's not cheap. And I always listen to music when I sew, so I have to have my little speaker. And when I sew, I also drink either bubbly, LaCroix, or now I really like this Pellegrino stuff. So that is my sewing room. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve my organization, or if you like what you see, just leave a comment below. And remember to follow me at Instagram at SoCal_Sewcialite, because I post little bits as I go along, and so it's kind of fun to see. At least I think it's fun to see. And yeah, thanks for watching, and Oliver, say thank you. He's supervising. Can you tell? He's just walking around, making sure everything looks good. Actually, he's not used to it being this clean. That's probably it. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching.